Hello and welcome to SpaceEngine Exploration Episode 5. I'm back here only a week later to announce that the release date has been revealed, and the release date is June 11th. So less than a week away we will have 0.990. This is pretty exciting, but I thought I would do one more SpaceEngine Exploration episode to start things off, and I think I'm going to read off of places that have been put down on a archive spreadsheet. So here we're at the first place. This is unusually large gas giant next to a huge star, probably a red supergiant. Okay, that's a carbon star. Wait, is it? Oh, okay. So I guess that's yeah, that's a rather large carbon star. Don't know how long they last, but yeah, the main light source is over here, and that's much brighter than the carbon star, so that's why we've got a little debris in here with asteroids that are melting. But yeah, it's an unusual colour. It's a xenon atmosphere, but we've got pink, and it's very oblate, and its rotational period is only well, it's 10 days, so it probably shouldn't be this oblate, but then again it is very large and not very massive, so I guess that's why. I mean, the gravity here is less than the moon, so that would explain a lot. So yeah, it's the first not suggestion because it wasn't on comments, but yeah, that's the first place. So next we have a solitary blue star in the middle of a elliptical galaxy full of mostly orange and red stars. Yellow, I guess. And yeah, as we can see, as elliptical galaxies tend to have the... Oh, you can see the star all the way from the outside. Yeah, being an elliptical galaxy, they have mostly orange stars. So I think that's all. We'll have a look at some of the planets, I guess. It's a scorched desert. I thought that might be a Terra for a second. Oh, but it's a pretty nice desert actually. Also, the last episode, I apologise for the very low resolution. Turns out, no BS. I had set the scaling resolution down to 700 in height, or I think that was the default or something. So that's why it didn't look that great. But now I'm recording in the full resolution. Not full screen, so yeah, we've got a nice volcano here. And the clouds just above it. And here we've got a Titan-like atmosphere. I think that's what it is. And go down to the atmosphere. Yeah, that's Titan-like atmosphere. Okay, good. It's going way too fast. And we have a green desert. Oh no, okay. So that we're right on the surface. Or maybe these are just large boulders. Of course, in 990 these will be 3D, so if we have these textures in 990, I know a lot of the textures have been redone, so probably not, but we may get to see much larger rocks in there, because the surfaces now has 3D rocks and stuff. So the release, I hope to stream that. As soon as I can get the version, I'll be streaming sort of all the features. I guess it's an introduction to a viewer that may have not played SpaceEngine or seen it before, but of course it will also be if you just haven't been following along with the release. But go watch it if you want, even if you're already very familiar with what's going on. I'll just go through each and every feature. There is a long list of cool stuff I'll do there. Okay, next suggestion, or next place. I'm gonna have to start not calling them suggestions. So next we have a frozen titan with 15 moons. So I think the unusual thing was that it has 15 moons, and I think it has no, well, I think it has a lot of clouds. Hang on. I did try and record this video before, and nothing went well. It's okay. Yeah, they kept crashing, and I made some really bad editing mistakes with the footage, so I couldn't use that. For some reason I decided to overwrite the footage. Never do that then. I've got a cluster right there. Don't know where the center of that is. Okay, it was pretty close. Oh yeah, I haven't set unlimited zoom in this copy of SpaceEngine. So it's been in 990 has been in development for almost 3 years. Oh, is this in the? Oh no. Okay, never mind. I think the life was just gas giant. But 990 has been in development for almost 3 years, so this release is going to be exciting. Oh yeah, sorry about the keyboard sounds and mouse. I think if we just edit the star, wherever that is. Oh, it's there, it's just the bloom isn't loading in. I think if we go and bump up the temperature. I think that looks about right. We've got some nice blue over here. Oh yeah, that's cool. So we turn the clouds back on. We get a very dreamy landscape. Take a screenshot. That looks really cool. Got some weird cloud glitches there. But overall this is a pretty cool Titan. So next we have a desert dwarf planet, which is unusual. Deserts you don't usually find as dwarf planets, but it is rather small. And because of that you get some weird illusions. Well, I think with the clouds, yeah. Yeah, it is a hot desert, so we've got cracked dirt with the normal lumpy effect that you'll find everywhere. I believe that's all been changed in the new version. Whoa. So that's big star. But yeah, it's all been changed in the new version because instead of this bumpy texture, you've just got the 3D rocks. So yeah, I can't wait to do that. If my computer can't handle it, then I'll have to turn this terrain back on. I think there might be an option, not too sure. Yeah, it's a rather small planet. Got these big plateaus here. I can't see any volcanoes. I have found volcanoes on solar moons before, and weird blue volcanoes on Titans. So next up we have a Titan with exotic multicellular life rings and exists in a 3 brown dwarf system. So if we look over there, we will see a brown dwarf, a very less massive one, I guess. You can still see the bands from gas giant kind of thing. And then we've got a binary system of 2 brown dwarfs. I'll come back to the Titan soon. So we've got this one, which almost looks like a red dwarf. I don't see a aurora. So if I turn that up a bit, maybe I'll... No? Okay. Might show up on this one then, because this one is basically just looks like a hot gas giant. But yeah, we'll go back to the Terra now. I mean the Titan. Oh yeah, so this one we can see the aurora now that I've turned up the brightness. Of course I think this would be more accurate, because... Oh, those are some really low aurora. Oh. Yeah, that's really low. Oh, the clouds are blocking it out. Or just the atmosphere. Oh, maybe just the ground brightness, I don't know. So if we speed up time, we can see the aurora changing shape. So next up we have a gas giant which has a very Earth-like atmosphere. Well, mainly just the nitrogen, oxygen and argon. Of course it is very scorched. Well, let's have a look at the... Oh yeah, that's probably going to be a bit much. CO2 is fine. Yeah, not the best atmosphere, you probably wouldn't want to breathe it, but... And it is very hot, so you would burn your lungs just trying to look at these clouds here, which look very weird and pixelated. We've got a huge star here with a very good view. See if we can go more towards the night side. A very nice view. And in the day, you won't really be able to see much at all, so yeah, that's cool. Also egg-shaped. So next we have a gas giant, which is mostly oxygen atmospheres, very similar to the last one. In fact, it is definitely not the same planet, but it does have the same atmosphere. Okay, let's move on to the next place. Okay, so here we have a propane argon atmosphere. So, yeah, very similar again. Visually, it's just the same. Egg in front of a star, a very big egg in front of a very big star. This one is krypton and xenon, so you could run any type of ion engine through this atmosphere. Probably have to orbit at the equator if you wanted a good stable orbit. Argon again, and methane, along with nitrogen, oxygen, and a lot of other things. Being mainly methane, I'm surprised with the colour of the atmosphere. Hang on, we bump up the temperature. I think that's about right. Still, I thought that it would be more bluish. Here we have a warm Oceania with bright aurora. Of course, that's just my settings. Hang on. And just bump that back down to 1. Oh, we've got time on. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Rotation period is only 12 hours, so this spins really fast, and you can see it. You can just about see it from here. Then of course the star disappears because it's very buggy. Where'd those moons go? Thought there might have been one more. Oh no, there's quite a few. And I believe these are asteroids. No, this is a cylinder, just a very small and bumpy one. Actually, it's 0.1 radii of Earth, so not too small. Got some weird pink stuff here. Looks like that life texture, but I don't know why that would be here. Yeah, interesting. There's... Nope, okay, we'll go to that one, I guess. Got a lot of craters, and I think the brown stuff is methane. I can't quite remember. But most cylinders are like that, like Pluto and many others. Oh, we've got a nice crack here. Where was that? next up we have a scorched terror, which has this description says that the description said that has liquid water despite being 800 degrees Celsius, and when I first read that I thought, oh yeah, that's probably just has high atmospheric pressure, but it's only got 1.19 atmosphere, so well, that explains why it's so hot. Got a very hot desert with an atmosphere thicker than most gas giants would have. But yeah, no wonder they're so close together. So I think this one's glowing. I think this is lava. I don't know, it doesn't look like it, but that one's being illuminated. They're just being illuminated by each other. Magic. Don't know why that is. But that could just be that this one's hot. And yeah, I don't know why there's liquid water here. But it's a cool place. And this is the last place we have on the spreadsheet. So I guess I'll end here. I'm really surprised they aren't in the berry center. They are. Just not in the menu for some reason. So I guess I'll end off here. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll look forward to the release. I personally can't wait, and I'll be streaming it as soon as I can. I'm getting streams to work pretty good now, unlike the second Space Engine exploration stream I did, which was an absolute failure. But yeah, can't wait to do that. Hopefully everything goes well with the release, and hopefully it can be delivered on time. Just for some extra information, as I said, the release is on June 11th, which is much less than a week away. June 12th for some people. And the price will be $19.99. There'll be a discount for the first week after launch, I think. I don't know if that's still not official yet. And the Q&A, or frequently asked questions Q&A, it stated that there would be a discount, and then they stated that the base price would be higher. So I don't know if $20 is with the discount or not, so but basically just get it as soon as you can, hopefully within a week. And yeah, hope you all enjoy and look forward to the release. I just smashed into this planet, hang on. I just smashed into another planet, that's gonna be annoying. That's weird, just having a planet coming right at you. Okay, well, that's all for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. I'll have links in the description to everything. But yeah, goodbye.